Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Siyat, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Mukakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone who teach and who well. Peace and salutation to the sincere Akim across the world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. So today I want to make a video concerning that you should not be swearing nor should be making promises out here that you cannot keep even, You might promise somebody like, yeah man, I promise I will be there, or I promise I will do this or do that or do the third. Man, listen, you cannot even, turn one hair on your head from black to white or from black to gray. You don't even know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. Okay, so making a promise is just not something that you have fully in your hands and that you are 100% able to keep, man, because it's all in the will and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Okay, you might hear people talking, yeah, I promise if you buy this and this and that, you will never get sick again, or whatever, all these commercials and things like that. Or you might be telling somebody a story and you tell them like, if you eat there, I promise you, this and that. Don't be making promises out there that you cannot keep, man. Okay, even though you might believe you can keep it, it's still not a smart and not a wise thing to do that. Okay, and what I want to read is an example from our ancestors, which show us how serious it is when you make a vow and when you make a promise, to the Most High. Okay, it's very serious, man. So for that, let's go to the book of Judges. Judges chapter 11. Let me start at verse 30. So the story is quite self-explanatory. Okay, but I'm still gonna read it and I'm gonna explain a few things here. So first let me select it to verse 40. And it reads Judges 11 verse 30. And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord. So he basically made a promise to the Lord. He swore unto the Lord and said, if thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, then it shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. So basically it says, if thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands. So if the Most High is going to deliver the Ammonites, which are today known as the Japanese, in the hands of Jephthah, because they were at war with each other, if I'm correct, then it shall be, he basically told, if the Most High gives the enemies into his hands, he said, the next thing that comes out of my house, I will offer it up to you, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. A burnt offering. Okay. So what happened? Hey, why did it end? So what happened was he went to battle with the Ammonites and he got victory over them. Okay. And keep in mind that he made a promise, when he got a victory, that he would offer something, a burnt offering. Again, Judges 11, verse 32 now. So Jephthah passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands. So the Most High delivered the Ammonites into his hands, so he won the fight over them. And he smote them from Aroer even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards, with a very great slaughter. So he slaughtered them, through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. And Jephthah came to Mizpeh unto his house, and behold, so he's now by his house. His daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dances. And we just read that if the Most High would deliver the Ammonites in his hands, the first that would come out of his house, he would offer it up, man. And here comes his daughter out. And she was his only child. Beside her he had neither son nor daughter. And it came to pass, when he saw her, that he rent his clothes. So he basically ripped apart his clothes, man, and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me. For I have opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back. You see, so he had to offer, now his own daughter, because the vow that he made unto the Most High. You see, and she said unto him, this is what she said, My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto the Lord, do to me according to that which had proceeded out of thy mouth. For as much as the Lord had taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. So this was his daughter's response, and basically like, Father, you made a promise to the Most High, so keep the promise, basically like sacrifice me. And that is a very, that is not something light, man. Okay, that's not something light. So she basically was like, I'm gonna be sacrificed then today, Verse 37. And she said unto her father, Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains, and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. So she was still a virgin, and she was basically, sorrowful and asking for some time to basically be sorrowful because she was still a virgin, okay, and that she, of course, had to be sacrificed. I and my fellows, so her and her fellows. And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companions, and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months, that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed. And what was the vow? Going back to verse 31, Then it shall be, that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. Okay, verse 30, And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord. So that was his vow, man. She had to be burnt, a burnt offering. Verse 38 again, And he said, Go, and send her. Verse 39, And it came to pass at the end of the 2 months, that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed. So she was being burnt, a burnt sacrifice. And she knew no man, meaning she had never had sex with a man before she was still a virgin. And it was a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite 4 days in a year. So every year the daughters of Israel went to lament, basically be sorrowful and remember the thing that happened unto the daughter of Jephthah, for 4 days in a year. And that is actually something that is very good that she did, man. Imagine the mindset that she was in, showing you that the females from back in the days had a totally different mindset. Our ancestors had a totally different mindset. The father also, his only daughter, he still sacrificed her because he made a vow unto the Most High. He swore unto the Most High. He made a promise. You see? So making a promise is not something light, man. Okay? Speaking for myself also, man. It's sometimes you catch yourself like, yeah, I will do that. and then you be like, hey shit man, what did I do? You know? So we should watch our words carefully, man, and be careful with making, promises. Let me see. I had a few more. Let me go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 4. It says, when thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he had no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. So that is, you know, why it's very important to not just make a vow, make a promise, because when you speak with your lips, you might be, all in the moment and in the emotion, but when you speak it to the Most High, there's no going back, basically, man. Okay, you cannot back down from it if you have said it, if you promised it. Okay, because He has no pleasure in that. If you say something and you don't do it, better it is that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. So it's better for you to keep your mouth shut and don't make a promise to the Most High than make a promise and don't do it and don't pay. Okay, so from there, let's go to the book of Matthew. What's it again? Chapter 13? No, chapter 5 also. Chapter 5, verse 34. And it reads, Matthew 5 and 34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is the Most High's throne. So you don't swear. People that say, on God, man, on God, I swear on, say, no, man, you cannot do that. Come on. Nor by the earth, also not by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. You see, that was what I said in the beginning. You cannot even turn one hair from the thousands of hairs upon your head from black to white or from white to black. So how the fuck you're gonna make up to that promise that you made? Okay, but verse 37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. Just say yea, yes, yes, or no, no. Okay, don't swear, don't make false promises, whatever. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. You see? So I think it's clear to the scriptures, what we should be doing, man. Okay, so I hope it was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity, and made the election for your households. God Shalom.